There was a point in my trading journey where no matter what I did, nothing was working. I was jumping between strategies, chasing perfection, and honestly, just losing money and confidence. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. In this video, I'll be sharing the things that changed my perspective and helped me become profitable. You've clicked on this video and you've watched to this point, so why should you care? Number one, strategy is simply not enough. We can watch all the videos on YouTube on the nicest strategies. Strategies work, but you're just operating in a cycle and you're wondering what is wrong. You make money, you lose money, or maybe you're not making money at all. This video would provide some clarity on some of the things you might be missing to change your perspective, because your mind needs to shift. You need to change your perspective. Number two, motivation is not enough. Motivation is just simply not enough. Watching that video of somebody that struggled for 4 years and then in their fifth year they made $1 million, and you're just feeling like, okay, let me just keep going, let me just keep going. No, something changed in their trading. They probably aren't just disclosing all of it, but they had to change. Something changed. It wasn't just all strategy that made it happen. And number three, last but not the least, is that you want to see positive results. You want to start to see a shift. You want to go from maybe the losing phase to the break-even phase and then the profitable phase. And this to happen, from you to go from 1 to 2, change has to happen. And from you to go from 2 to 3, change has to happen. So in this video, I'll be covering the 5 things that I had to realize and implement to help me in my trading. So stick around. First thing I want to talk about here is endurance through suffering. Now you have learned a strategy, you have backtested, I hope, and then you are trading. But you go through phases where, or you make money and then you give it back, or you're just not making money. One thing that I want to just start with is that endurance is needed in trading. You have to suffer. And suffering in trading just reveals that your relationship with money is toxic. What do I mean? You have ego because maybe you're a smart person, you usually excel at things fast, you pick up things fast, but in trading, you just seem to not accept when you're wrong. And ego, there's no space for ego in trading. Or you have control issues. You always want to control the outcome. You're chasing gains. You're chasing a number. You want to make money quick. You don't want to understand when you're wrong. You're trying to gamble and see if it's going to be a lucky day. Trading is going to expose those bad habits and that relationship you have with money. Or it could even be fear of losing money. So you don't take on risk, or you sell your winners too early. Trading is just letting you know that, hey, let's examine what's going on with your relationship with money, how you view money, how you operate in the real world. Or you're greedy, you just want more, even when the trade is showing you, okay, this is take profit, trend has ended, you just don't sell, and then you give back your gains. Suffering is just telling you that yes, your strategy works, but you need to fix something. And the goal is to stay in this game long enough so that you can come out on the other side of things. I want you to take a sticky note and I want you to write this thing I'm about to show you right now. You don't get good at trading and endure. You endure, and that's how you get good. So be gentle with yourself while you break these toxic habits that you have with money. Number two, thinking in probabilities. I know, yes, one loss is not a verdict. It does not mean that you're not going to be profitable. I know this is where a lot of people I know struggle. They would go like probably winning streaks, lots of winning streaks, and then one loss will wipe out their whole progress from maybe the past 2 months because they just couldn't accept it. But once you start to believe that it's all about probabilities, about data, sample size, over 100 trades, over 1,000 trades, what is my win rate? What is my risk to reward on my trades, then you will start to think about things differently, and you'll be able to accept that, oh, one trade does not define me. One trade does not mean that I have failed. It's because we have this black and white thinking of it's either pass or we fail. And that's what hurts us at the beginning of our trading journey. That I know I suffered this because I'm somebody that is a perfectionist. I'm an engineer. It's either something works or it doesn't work. So I suffered from this and not being able to think and, oh, what are the odds? I have a 55% win rate when I take over 600 trades. So if I have that, what I should focus on is making sure my winners are at least times two of my losing trades. And once that's covered, trusting that you'll be profitable. And that's why it's important to always backtest, because backtesting kind of gives you a proof of concept, proof that it works. Now, take out your notepad or your sticky note, because I want you to remember this. Consistency isn't about never losing, it's about trusting the process. You have to try and do the same thing, trade the same strategy multiple times. Stop hopping around. Once you find one that works and it's giving you results, stick to it so that you give yourself a chance to succeed. Number 3, operating out of abundance. Now, what does that mean? Scarcity thinking is behind most of the revenge trading or over trading that happens. You think that, oh, I have to make it back, or you're trading with money you can't afford to lose. You're trading from fear, and fear makes you break every rule that you've made for yourself. Or maybe you said you trade only for 2 hours and you end up sitting there for 5 hours. Or, oh, I'll take only one trade. Next thing, you're 6 trades in. It's because you're operating out of abundance. You're not operating out of abundance. You feel like it's the only opportunity you have. You forget that the market will be open the next day. You forget that the market will be open for the rest of the year. Be honest, when you're in that mode where you just want to revenge trade, where you just want to make your money back, you're not even thinking that, what if I just stop and tomorrow I come back? Nope, doesn't even cross your mind. And we've all experienced it at some point where you feel like it's this now or never mindset, and it's because the world has conditioned us to feel that way. Like if you don't make it, and quit your job, or the next 5 years AI is coming for your job, or if you don't make money, someone is going to, like, it's just this doom, like everything must happen today mindset. And in some countries, I can't fault this. It's the natural condition. Like people are literally living in that. I need money today. I don't know. I don't care about tomorrow. And trading is the wrong place for that. You need to operate in that mindset that there will be more opportunities. There would be more opportunity. There will be tomorrow. There will be there will be next week. You can take a small win on a trade without having. You can take a $50 win and be happy with it, instead of searching for how you're going to make 5,000 with your $500 account. How? Abundance doesn't mean that, oh, you just sit down and don't trade, or you just don't show up. No, it means that you show up, you do your best, but you just take what the market gives you on that given day and trust that there will be more opportunities. This one is very hard to accept. This one is very hard to kick. You have to constantly tell yourself, there'll be more, another day, so that you don't continue to revenge trade or overtrade because you're trying to compete with somebody that has more capital and more resources than you do. Now I'm going to leave you with another pro tip that I want you to stick to your desk so that you always remember it. It is trust. Trusting there's enough opportunity means that you don't have to chase. When you have trust, it means that you don't have to chase moves that are not there. You don't have to enter a trade when it doesn't meet your criteria. You're patient, you're waiting for the right one, the right person. For example, when you're dating, you're trying to find your partner, you wait for the right one, the one that feels right. Same thing in trading. Have standards. And number 4 is forgiveness. Sounds strange, but it's very important. When you make a mistake as a trader, maybe you take a loss, then there's something in you that just wants to make up for it. You want to try again. You want to continue trying. You need to understand that you're going to make mistakes. There's no maybe. Yes, you are going to make a mistake. Every trader makes a mistake. The question is whether you're able to let it go, and not allow it follow you to the next day, like next trading day, and you're still thinking about it. You're still thinking about, I lost $200, or yeah, I missed that trade. No, you need to be able to forgive yourself so that it doesn't what you did yesterday or what you did 20 minutes ago does not impact or follow you into the next trade. Forgiving yourself does not mean that what you did was right. It's saying that you just, I see what happened. I understand why it happened. I understand, and I'm not going to let it follow me. Not going to let it follow, not follow into next day. You're not going to allow it affect the next set of trades, because then it means that what you're not allowing the probabilities play out in your favor. Now I'm going to leave you with the fourth pro tip that I want you to put on your sticky note. I see what happened. I understand why, and I'm not going to let it follow me into the next trade. If you have the 4 pro tips that I've mentioned at your desk and you just keep looking at it, it's on with time you get used to it. Do it for 30 days. See how it impacts your trading. Now, moving on to the last point. The last one here is self-awareness and reflection. This one, I know a lot of people that I have talked to, when I ask them, okay, so how are you tracking your trades? Oh, I don't really track it. Or do you journal? They'll say no. And the problem is that you take a trade, you win, you move on. Take a trade, you win, you move on. You take a red trade. It's even harder on those days. You don't journal, you move on. You continue taking red trades, and you don't know why these red days are happening. Or finally one day you just revenge trade and you blow your account. And then you fund your account again, and then you trade and go through the same habits. If you're not reflecting, if you're not self-aware, and self-awareness is not built overnight. It's through journaling, it's through tracking, it's through recording yourself while you trade. I record myself while I trade so that I can go back, watch it to see, okay, did I behave well? How was I looking at the charts? Was I entering my screen? Did I feel fearful? Those things you're able to track and reflect so that you can fix bad habits, fix poor patterns that you repeat over and over again. It's the pattern that is hurting your trading. It's the emotional reaction sometimes that hurts the trading, not even the strategy. So having a journal is very important. And I'm not saying go and pay $30 a month for a journal. That's not what I'm recommending here. If you can pay $30 a month, sure, do it. But now you don't really have an excuse with AI that you can just feed your data to and type, and you'll be able to have a record of your trades. Or you can do old school, you can write it down. Even writing down is even way more powerful, because there's a connection between your hand and your brain and your body and all that science I'm not going to get into. But you can use Excel, different ways, but you need to be able to track what you are doing. If you're not tracking, you're not building that feedback loop that helps you. Okay, I understand your process, right? Like, what is your process? Do you like have a game plan coming into the day? If you don't, maybe you need to start having a game plan. Do you follow your game plan? Do you overtrade? When you take a trade and then you come on social media and you see somebody made more money than you, so your ego is affected, so you go and take another trade. Like, you need to know your triggers. You need to know what causes you to do certain things, what causes you to make the mistakes that you make. So self-awareness and reflection is very important. Okay, why did I stay in the trade too long today? What was I feeling? Did I argue with my wife today about money? Is that why I feel so greedy? Did I pay my bill and feel like, oh, I'm tight for cash this month? Is that why I'm pushing so hard to make money trading? There's so many reasons, but you need to be able to track it. And most importantly, for women, I want to mention this. If you're a woman and you're watching this video, track how you trade when you're on your period. Like, that's something that I noticed something recently in my trading. I was like, wow, thank goodness I have the habit of tracking and noticing, okay, patterns, what's happening here, what's happening when I do XYZ. But tracking and reflecting is very important. So now I'm going to give you the final tip of the day. On your flashcard or your notebook, stop reacting and trade with intention. trade with your game plan, follow your plan, follow your rules. One trade a day, one trade, one session, exact time. Like, just keep the same thing, repeat the same process. Have a process. Now, I'm not sharing all of this for you to be like, yeah, I have it all figured out. I'm not saying it's going to get easier. It's just going to get clearer. You're going to understand why, and you're going to be able to be gentle with yourself and understand that it's going to take time. And like I said, endurance. Every good thing takes time. Every successful person I've talked to said you need to find what is worth suffering for and struggle through that thing. And it's only a matter of time before you start seeing the results you want to see in your trading. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and sub and leave me a comment. What do you think? What stuck out to you the most? And I'll see you on the next video.